Hey, what's up guys? Psynaps here. In this tutorial, I'm going to take you into WoW Model Viewer where we export a model, take it into Cinema 4D, and I'm going to show you how to increase the quality of the Cinema 4D textures using a bump map and a normal map. It's going to make the textures look a lot better. If you enjoyed these short live stream tutorials, please let me know in the comments. You can support the channel by subscribing and liking the video. Enjoy. Alright, let's get out. Let's export Psynaps real quick. We did this guy the other night, but let's do him again real quick. Let's put him in a cooler stance. Let's try some different stances. Whoa, what the hell? Stealth run. Rah! 1,000 fists. Ah-ya! Do some sound effects. Since there's no sound, I will have to provide the sound for you guys. Hey, what is this? Swim run. It looks like he's just like, what is that? It's like some kind of prance hopping. Whoa. There's gotta be a cool one. I just want to find a really cool 1,000 fists. What the shit? Torpedo? I've never seen my paladin do that in a game. That walk is pretty boss. It's actually a pretty boss walk right there. He does like a little gesture like, fuck you. Is that still in the game or did they take that out? I sure hope it's in there. Let's see if it is. Rah! There it is right there. Where he's like, hey, fuck you. Yeah. Alright, so I'm gonna go here and I'm going to say OBJ. I'm gonna call it Psynaps OBJ and go to the bump map. Just rehearsing what I learned the other day. I did some practice. I'm gonna show you how to increase the quality of your textures in Cinema 4D using bump maps and normal maps. But what's the most important is that you can use this combination of methods to to bring out your textures in Cinema 4D. Because the way that WoW Model Viewer has the textures, they're very low polygon count, they're very low resolution textures. We can safely say they pretty much look like shit when you zoom in. Okay, they're not very good when you zoom into them. Let me fill in these textures really quick. Show you how that works. Get these textures in here. Let's figure out where they are first. Let's go, let me do it like this. I'm gonna say text. I'm gonna put these textures in their own folder. This will be Cinema 4D friendly. Like that. And we've got a shield. Yep. And we've got some plate. And helm. And the body. Cool, that was easy. Wow, normally that's not so easy. But that was easy because I just clicked on those textures down there. And applied the texture to it. Okay, so that's pretty cool. That's what it looks like. If I render this out, it just looks like that. Nothing special. I can add a light. Add one up there. I'm just gonna kind of set up the scene so that when I do it before and after, you'll see what it looks like. And I'll add another light. Maybe like in the back or something, you know, just back there somewhere. Okay, what else do we want to do to this guy? You know, a lot of times it looks kind of funny because specular, by default, the specular tag right here in the materials is selected. I think it looks... Okay, it doesn't look too bad here, but you gotta be careful. Like right here along, look right there where there's just like a white reflection. That's from the specularity. If you take that, if you select all these textures and you take it off, that goes away. So I think that's something to look out for. Now this shield is badass. I wanted to pick this model because I always think this shield looks pretty badass. Bump maps are black and white, and they kind of add like bumps. You know, it's exactly what it says. It adds bumps. It uses shadows and highlights to kind of add height kind of fake a height to your textures. And the way you make this is you got to go into Photoshop and you got to make a black and white image, and you can use levels and all of this stuff to like perfect it. Or you could do it the Psynaps way. There's not even a way I made up. I just looked it up on YouTube. But the Psynaps way is the easy way, okay, not the hard way. So let's see if, let me select the shield. I'll start with the shield. And I'm just gonna copy this texture. I'm not gonna use any new textures. I'm just gonna copy the one that's already there. I'll select a bump map, and I'll just enter this file in there. Now, actually, you could do it this way first too. Go to the texture and select filter. Select the filter. Make sure that your texture is in the selected as the file. And then you bring the saturation all the way down so it's black and white. You're pretty much done right there. But there's more. Roach Clips just followed. What's up? Cheers, man. Thanks for the follow. And check out I'm cheersing with my Psynaps mug. There's actually my paladin that I have in the scene right now. So yeah, bring the saturation all the way down, and there's some brightness and contrast settings here if you think you can do better with the brightness contrast. You can actually adjust those. See what happens. And you can see already you've got a little bit of bumpiness. You can adjust the intensity of the bumpiness. And it's gonna look like shit because we don't have any. I think we're gonna have to put on ambient occlusion and global illumination. It's probably gonna help a little bit. Yeah, those are gonna be fine just for shits. Alright, so that's the bump. And I can even add a NURBS to the shield. Where's the shield at? Right there. Holy shit, look what NURBS did to it, it broke it. Oh god, what are we gonna do? I know what to do. We're gonna go over here to mesh and say optimize. And then in Photoshop, I found this really cool tool that lets you make the normal map. And I'll make a quick normal with this little normal map thing. I think it worked pretty good. I don't know. To be completely honest, I haven't really tested this out very much, but it looks like it's doing what it's supposed to do. And I can just save this as a PNG real quick. I'm going to really quickly add a bump and a normal map to these just to see what they look like. We're gonna just do a quick comparison. And I found this little way to hack the bump map by clicking on bump, then you go to filter, you click on the filter, you add the texture, just the regular texture. You don't have to add a bump texture, you just add the regular one because you can bring down the saturation manually like that, and then it becomes a bump. And then, but you do have to make a normal map if you want a proper normal map. And I can't even really tell if, you know, the cool thing about that normal exporter that I used in Photoshop was that there were a lot of options. There were a lot of options so you could optimize your normal map if you even need to add the normal map. Okay, so let me finish this up right here. I'm gonna add about a 10 strength to the bump. I selected all of them, added 10, and for the normal, I don't know, like 20 strength. If I give it too much strength, it's just gonna look stupid. Because like I was explaining before, that the textures are a bit low resolution, and that really has a negative impact. Alright, let's get a little test render. AFK Pies calls it, says, like, save, it will probably fucking crash and you'll lose all your unsaved work. I know. You totally called it. Hey, I like that. Look at the, oh, look at the detail on the body, on the chest plate. It's like, it almost has like this shininess to the edges. Fuck. I'm gonna render this out. Okay, so now we can look at the before and after. There's what it looks like. So the before is nice and smooth. It looks very smooth. I kind of like the after. I mean the before, because it's so smooth. But then after I added the bump map and the normal map, you can see how the edges really can't come out, and now you see the jaggedness. Kind of gives the some more shadow. So what do you say? Is that what you expected the normal and the bump map would do? Did I do it right? Does anybody have any critiques on this that could help improve this? Let me know what you think. Do you guys like before, after? Type which one you like. Do you like the before, nice and smooth? Or do you like the after? A little more jaggedy and you can see more details. I think with the details, the textures are a little bit lower resolution, so the details are also a little low resolution. I think it kind of brings out the pixelation a little bit, where the smooth is just a little more blurry, kind of fades in. So I think what I would do personally is find a nice medium between the two. Maybe bring down the bump a little bit and just find a nice medium so you still get those cool reflective edges, but you don't see too much of the pixelation. What do you think? You guys like the after? Oh, okay. After by far. Nice. Skybreaker says, I want his voice inside me. The new Swifty animation that I'm working on right now, I added a little bit of bump to this. And so this is the newest picture that I did. This is an upgraded version of the Swifty scene. And I added a little bit of bump to Swifty's gear, as well as to the sword. So you can see that those reflective edges coming out. They don't really come out too much, I noticed, on the legs and the bracers. For whatever reason, I don't know. The Paladin, okay. The Paladin's gear is way more detailed, so the bump map works a lot better on this guy's gear. Swifty's is a little bit older, it's the banana suit, it's more old school, so I think it doesn't quite have as many details. But yeah, the bump map is in effect here, it's just very subtle, very small. Just enough to kind of brighten the edges a little bit. And I added some lens flares to it and optimized it. I also added bump and normals to the background, to the back scene. Could probably even add a little more, but you can see that they're gonna upgrade the textures a little bit, so we're gonna be looking forward to some higher resolution textures. We can do more in Cinema 4D, get more resolution out, and make more epic animations. So if you want to download this as a desktop background, a couple of people have already downloaded this. Let me give you the link, and you can check out a higher resolution version of this. And it's gonna take you to my website where you can download this in high resolution if you want, if you think it looks cool. It's kind of dark, so it goes, I think it goes very nice as a wallpaper because it's not too bright, and as a gamer, I like my backgrounds to be a little bit darker. And there's another one here that goes really good as a background if you like that kind of like chill, darker background. It's not too bright. Alright guys, that's it for this tutorial. Thanks for watching. If you found this video useful and you like the channel, please hit the subscribe button. If you want to support the channel, please like and share the video so it gets out there. Alright guys, good luck and have fun.